like this I love I just love having these conversations because this is conversation like literally me and my boy we was talking about it. And he was saying how like he used to I think he said like he used to strive for like I think he said like $100,000 he said he went from like striving for like $100,000 a year to $100,000 months. Now he's like I need $100,000 weeks now. And I'm like, bro, this is it's real. Like
it's possible.
Once, like you said, it's like a rubber band. Once your mind's open up to what's out there and what's possible, it's like a gift and a curse. It's like I can never go back to this now.
No,
it's like who said it? Like once you go, Jay-Z said in that song, it's hard to go back to Hamburger Helper when you've been eating filet mignon.
Come on, man. Oh my God.
Talk that talk.
Like, for real.
No, seriously, man. It was so I love steak. And so I eat a lot of dry aged steak. I don't know if anybody listens is a steak lover, but
you fancy.
I be eating like 50-day aged steak, 70-day aged steak. And so I had a ribeye today, and I was just like, bro, what is this? Like it was like I was at a regular restaurant, you know what I'm saying? But like, hey, I was like, bro, what is this, man? Like, what are y'all serving over here, man? Like, but I'm not trying to be bougie. I'm just saying, like, I just been eating like that.
Standard
and I ate a regular ribeye at a regular restaurant. I was like, yo, this ain't finna work, bro. Like, I didn't realize I had gotten that way, but you know,
they say humans adapt very fast.
They do.
And the longer I'm living, the more that I see like that's very true. Because I remember we used to have a conversation like, man, $20,000 a month. $20,000 a month. Now it's like if I make $20,000 in a month,
it's a bad month.
That's a bad month. It's like, man, what we been doing, man?
We tripping, man.
Like we tripping. We eating it. That's $20,000 a month. You make that just sitting on your ass, not doing nothing.
Bruh, I remember I used to write down I used to be writing down $10,000 a month. I used to put this on my screensaver on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like I gotta do this, and then you start doing it, and it's like, man, that wasn't that hard. Like. I can do a little bit more.
I was tripping.
Yeah, man. Why did I make this such a big thing? But moving past insurance, I want to talk about money consciousness and success consciousness. So, like, once we got to remove emotion from money in regards of like our desperation around money and like making like these big numbers like pedestals, right? Like you put 10 grand a month on a pedestal, right? And there's people doing 10 grand every day, and that's a bad day at 10 grand a day, right? And so it's like, why are we limiting our infinite potential on a finite number? You see, and so like, is your potential $10,000 a month? If you really worked your hardest, if you believed, if you affirmed it every day, if you got other people around you, and you invested in your mind and you focus for 30 days, you think $10,000 the most you would make? That's not possible. That's false, right? So why do we put $10,000 or $100,000 or $1 million? Why are we putting those numbers on these finite numbers on our infinite potential? And so once we see that, then we also see this. The human will is the strongest thing on this earth. Human willpower. Human willpower has created everything you see. Human willpower and imagination. All right? And so then, and I think you and I know this, and we all know this, but for the listener, if we can tap into our imagination and tap into, and so you see your imagination and say, hey, this is what I want. I believe everything that we see, guys, somebody imagine first. And then we put in our willpower, okay? So we put those two things together. We marry those. We can have anything. And that's what a real win is. You know what I'm saying? That's when you really start to have serious success. And so once I did that, I started imagining like things I wanted. Like, I said, hold on, bro. Okay, I want this. Bam, I got to say, oh, shit, hold on. How do I do that? And the first few times you do it, it might not be so conscious, but then you can start saying like, and just for a simple, let's make it real simple for y'all. You like chicken wings?
What? Man,
I love chicken wings.
I'm a chicken wing connoisseur.
I love chicken wings. Okay.
Me too.
So, and I'm sure y'all listening. Somebody like chicken wings, or you like steak or spaghetti or whatever it is. I'm sure y'all have had this experience. You have been to a place you didn't know, and you found some chicken wings.
Yep. They
were good. That you had never been to that place before, and you were like, I gotta have chicken wings. And so you put your imagination and your willpower together until you figure out how to get some chicken wings. Money's the same thing. It's the same concept.
You're right.
Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between money or chicken wings. Or spaghetti or pizza or, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is.
You know the want.
I want it. So how do we qualify? How do we qualify for what we want, guys? Desire. All you got to do is desire it, and you qualify. And then from there, you just willpower imagination. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you say to the people? Because, like, as kids, our minds are, everything is limitless.
Everything is possible.
Like, we think we could do everything. You know, we don't have any limitations on ourselves. But once we get out into the real world and become adults and interact with other people, we allow these limitations and these mental barriers to start coming into play. So you're talking about this, but for the average person, that could be really hard for them to drop down all these mental barriers that have been built up over years. So how does one get to that level of
where they drop those all those scars that the world then put on them and get to back thinking like a child?
Well,
they can do everything.
Unlocking that imagination.
Right.
Yeah. Now I do a few things for that. I really literally be like, what would 12-year-old Steve think? How would 12-year-old Steven get through this idea, this problem, right? Or what would he say? Like if I was like making up like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna get this job. 12-year-old Steve would be like, who cares? Like why do you even care? And so maybe sometimes it's just that simple. Like remove that desperation, that care. Like I gotta have it. My whole world's gonna come crash down if I don't get this. You just be like, hey, I don't care. We finna go play outside. How many times we got whoopings and played after that?
Man, every time. Unless you couldn't.
You know what I'm saying? And even if you couldn't play outside, you'd be like, man.
You know what
I'm saying? And so it's like, well, we figured it out when we was kids. We can still figure it out. And so like one thing I've been tweeting lately, I need new problems. Guys, look, the thing about problems is there's a solution behind it. So you blocking yourself by saying, I don't want this problem, but you're blocking your solution. So it's like, I'm going to focus on getting new problems because that's going to put me in an opportunity to have a solution. Now I have a solution to this problem. So for example, I'm in this fear-based thinking, all right, around love or money or where my life is headed. Look, it don't really matter, okay? Those things don't really matter that much. I'm going to go to sleep tonight. I'll wake up the next day. I'm still going to eat. I'm going to figure it out every day. And so like if I just take the heaviness of those things that I say I want, just take that down off that pedestal. Same way for money. You take it off that pedestal and stop making it such a serious thing. If you just be chill about it, like you'll figure it out. But you putting your mind, your subconscious around, oh man, I can't have it. You put on this negative emotion, and so now your subconscious says, well, shit, he can't figure it out. So I'm gonna just lay back until he let me do my work. You know.
Damn. No, you talking some real gems right now, man. But that's so important. I'm glad Deanna asked that question because I think people don't realize how important it is to get back to that childlike mentality where you was like thinking of why can't I do this? You know, when you were a kid, people they ask you what you want to do. You grow up, people like an astronaut, a president, and they instantly a grown up's reaction is, wait, make plan B because that may not possibly happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a better example. So like, let's say we all like 10 years old. I race to that pole. Ain't no can't.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna beat you. Yeah. Well, shit, no, you ain't. I'm gonna beat you, and then we go run to the pole. Why we not even putting a thought in our head that we can't?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Gonna lose.
Man, I was. So guys, I'm 33 years old. Okay, and I wanted to do a backflip. So I live in Brazil. I don't know if y'all know.
We gonna get into that too.
I live in Brazil, so I'm with these Brazilians, and so Brazilians are really good about bringing you into activities. And so I get there one day. My boy, he's an acrobat. He's like, "Yo, come with me to this little beach area. We finna do some backflips." I was like, "Bro, I never did no backflip, dog. Like, man, come on, bro. Like, I'm over 200 pounds, bro. Like, I'm not finna do a backflip with y'all." Like, and he was like, "No, you finna do a backflip today." And it wasn't even like a negotiation. He was like, "All right, do this, do this." I was like, "All right." He just made it so like I had no other choice. I did a backflip. I did a backflip that day. You know what I'm saying? At 33, I'm doing backflips. And so like 2 weeks later, I'm doing no-hand backflips. You know? And it's like, that's that childlike lack of fear. Like, another way to get over fear, guys, just be ignorant. Just not know. Just not know. You just don't even know that there's something crazy about it, that something crazy could happen. Stop worrying about all the things that, like, I got to have all the information. I got to have all the details. No, you don't. Just be stupid sometimes and just go after it. And then if you win, if you make it happen, then you be like, oh, dang, I didn't know I was really risking something.
Yeah.
Just be ignorant. You know?
That's facts. And it like I know over the years I have like a totally different mentality when it comes to fear because I used to be thinking like, oh man, like I'm not supposed to be fearful right now. But now I think like this is a normal emotion that every human has. It's like it's okay to have this emotion. I just need to control it. I need to first embrace it to say, okay, I'm scared right now. Why am I scared? And just control it and just still move forward and do it anyway. I think so many people, it's like they have that feeling and it's like, oh shit, I'm scared. It's like, yo, you scared and everybody else is scared.
No, everybody's scared, man. Like, come on,
do it
man.
anyway.
Just do it anyway, man. Like, we're gonna keep going back to these kid examples. Like, let's use sales, for example. There might be some sales people listening to me right now. Would a 5-year-old be scared to ask somebody to sign a contract?
Not at all.
They don't even think about it.
They
don't even care.
Man.
Why do you care? You know what I'm saying? Like a 5-year-old be like, hey, sign this. And the 5-year-old just sit there.
Like, they gonna sit there and be like, and wait.
They might walk off.
Then if you say no, they're gonna ask you a million questions. Well, why are you not sounding it?
And then
what's the problem?
So why are you not acting like a 5-year-old? Why are you not acting like this 5-year-old in that moment, right?
That's a fact.
But it's like, so why do we have fear? We have fear to protect us from mortal danger. Okay? From like to save our lives in case we do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's what fear is for. Now, if our fear responses are engaging over a contract or, asking somebody out or something like that, like, that's not real. These emotions aren't real. Like, it's like, okay, I feel this, but I know this isn't where this fear should be actively placed. So, hey, calm down, mind. Calm down, subconscious. We got this. And you just go ahead and do it. You just go ahead and move forward, And if we keep doing that, your mind starts to say, okay, well, I don't need to be fearful of this situation because clearly he knows what he's doing. She knows what she's doing. But if we keep embracing that fear and just let the fear hang out, it's going to beat us up every time.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. Just because, like, where I get my haircut at my barber, her nephew, he's in the 4th grade and he works at the shop. They have shoes there. They sell shoes, and like he's one of the salesmen. And like every time I go, he's like, he has no fear. Like I could turn him down 100,000 times. He's like, he gonna bring up a new shoe. You like this color? You like these? You like this design?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, he really be working harder than the adults that work there.
Yeah.
He get you to buy something every single time.
He get me to buy something. He gonna keep looking until he finds something that I like. Like I tell him no 100 times. He gonna find something and be like, I got him. Like, and then he gonna hit me with a discount too. He'll get at this. I'm like, damn.
Come on, man. Consistency of effort.
Yeah.
That takes down fear as well.
Man.